What's up, gang? Case here with our in-gym Metcon. Let's start that over. What's up, gang? We're back with our in-gym and at-home Metcon for Wednesday, January 13th. 8-minute AMRAP today, 10 alternating kettlebell cleans or dumbbell cleans if that's all you have access to, 10 tuck-ups, then 20 Russian swings and 20 plank knee to elbows. Let's talk about those alternating cleans to start. If you're using kettlebell today, we still want to get our hips and shoulders square to the ground, so make sure we're not twisted up in this bottom position. Back is flat, and hips should be halfway between the knees and shoulders in that setup. Next piece, people like to let that weight get too far out in front pretty often, so that weight should start right between the arches of your feet. That's your center of gravity. From here, we're getting all of that power out of our legs, and with a kettlebell, it's more of a muscle clean. So drive those feet through the ground, punch through, catching in this front rack. Just some front rack tips. This fist should finish right underneath the jaw of the same side, so don't finish too far out to the side. And then that bell is going to be right in that pocket. So we don't want a high elbow. We want our elbow down to our side, bell resting in that pocket. For our next rep, we'll return down to the ground, switch hands, drive those feet, punch through early. That's going to keep you from flipping that bell up and over onto your forearm. Switch back down, making sure you get to full extension, taking enough time to get hips down and back flat in the bottom. If you're using a dumbbell today, you'll still start between your feet. Setup mechanics are the same, but I want you to jump a little bit with this dumbbell to get that elbow through. Feet pop out just a bit wider, so shimmy those in before you come down to the ground and switch over to that second side. After that, we've got 10 tuck-ups. On tuck-ups today, we need to have that foundational piece of hollow body in the bottom. So if you can't get your arms long, legs long, and low back on the ground, I want you to scale to a bent knee sit-up today instead, keeping those heels as close to our butt as we can. If we're ready for that tuck-up though, hollow in the bottom, get long. That's how we create tension, crunching those ribs down, and then we explode to the top. At the top, we should be able to stop here and balance. That's how we know we've come up high enough. Our shoulders are as high as our knees, our feet are off the ground, and our hands are off the ground as well as off of our legs. Reach long each time, explode up. Reach long, explode up. After that, we've got 20 Russian swings. On those, pick your first one up out in front so you can get that good hike. Then from there, fast hips, fast knees, keep your ribs down at the top. And don't forget that bottom position is an RDL and not a squat. So play chicken with that bell, stay tall as long as you can. As it gets close to your hips, boom, hips kick back, chest ends up way out in front of the knees, just a slight bend in the knee, and then it's fast extension, driving those heels through the ground, locking out hips, knees. Biggest flaw I see on kettlebell swings or dumbbell is people like to lean back at the top. You've really got to think about pulling those ribs down at that top position. If you're swinging a dumbbell today, just hold from that top head, and then the rest of the mechanics still apply. Finishing up with 20 plank knee to elbow. So this is going to be a tall plank position, hands directly beneath the shoulders, fingertips forward. From here, we're going to bring same knee in to contact same elbow. Get that leg out long and stiff before you switch. So on this plank knee to elbow, we don't want that like running mountain climber position. We touch, get long, touch, get long. Try to minimize your hip shift. Make sure you're keeping those hips flat. Biggest flaw I see on this movement is people like to let those hips raise up as they get tired. 8 minutes, getting through that cycle as many times as you can. Good luck on today's Metcon. And we'll see you back in the gym on Thursday and then online again on Friday.